Hi, friends. Welcome to Pieces Here, the series exploring the architects of enough. Today, we focus on the theme of repair and resistance as we dive into the life and wisdom of Mary Tuthill Lindheim, architect of enough. Mary Tuthill Lindheim spun her convictions into clay, sculpting a life and art in which belief, activism, nature, and making were inseparable. I had the great good fortune of seeing an exhibit of her work last year at the Crocker Museum in Sacramento. I took a photo of her inspiring Credo that was posted at the entrance. I'll read her entire Credo at the end, and we'll be going a tad longer in this episode, but it's so beautiful. I hope you'll indulge me. Born in 1912, Lindheim was deeply shaped by the desert landscapes of Arizona in her youth. She studied initially as a sculptor, but later turned to ceramics after her husband's death in World War II, becoming a key figure in Bay Area crafts. Her art often works with local materials, clays, stone, sand, and pebbles, and she developed her own glazes. She preferred handwork, resisting over-commercialization, and sometimes created work not intended for sale. Lindheim was also a lifelong activist. From adolescence, she joined the NAACP and fought for anti-lynching legislation. She later founded the Save the Cove Committee in Sausalito circa 1959 to halt development on the waterfront. One decisive moment. After her Sausalito home was condemned in a development push, she relocated to Bolinas and continued working off the grid, a move emblematic of her priority, art, land, and integrity over convenience. While the exhibit is no longer up, you can learn more about Lindheim at the Crocker Art Museum's website or check out the book, Mary Tuthill Lindheim, Art and Inspiration. Links are in the show notes. Let your values shape your medium. Lindheim's Credo, displayed in the pottery exhibit I saw, echoes her life's bold commitments, including this line, to find richness in a simple way of living. Rather than an idle statement, this line was her life's work. Her art used local materials, sustainable sensibilities, restraint, and a refusal to sacrifice conviction for sale. This reminds me of one of the peace tips from Peace Stuff Enough, the new companion book to One More Year. You can find it and follow the Kickstarter at aviskalfsbeek.com/Kickstarter. Pedro says, Mary Tuthill Lindheim often sourced her primary material, broken, fractured pieces of concrete, directly from San Francisco demolition sites following World War II. She actively chose to repair art from the materials of urban wreckage, proving that beauty can be rebuilt from what society deems waste. Could you see creating a credo for your own life? Would Lindheim's line, to find richness in a simple way of living, find a place there? Is there one object or piece of art you could reimagine or release in service of that line? Words to keep. One statement from her credo, to share what I have with those who have less. This simple but pointed line cuts through self-preservation, urging generosity as a structural posture. When art and life speak this way, we are invited to follow. As promised, here is Mary Tuthill Lindheim's Credo. To greet each day as a gift, to find richness in a simple way of living, to be inventive, self-reliant, curious, searching, to find ways to do the most with the least, to never make money the goal, to share what I have with those who have less, to value ideals, to always try to live up to them and never count the cost of standing up for convictions, to value the friendship of shared commitments, to be in awe of the incredible intricacies and order of the universe, the rhythms of the sun and the moon and the seasons, the blossoming earth, the waters and the mountains and deserts and stars, the marvel of a human body or the architecture of a flower. To find the divine in the profoundness of the cosmos and in the struggles and joys of the human heart. To be responsible for my part to preserve our planet, the earth, the plants, the animals, air, water. To fight for the rights of people to be free of terror. To take part in this responsibility even when I feel afraid or inadequate or in jeopardy. To feel richness in each stage of life and to always search for beauty. To feel the flow of music in every creative act. To never be afraid of emotion, to use it richly, responsibly, and creatively. To value above all the love that is shared in its fullness. To treasure memories of shared love and respect, and to never be afraid if there is pain, as well as joy in reliving them. If this daily message has brought you peace, please take a moment to subscribe and share this episode with someone who needs it. That was the life and wisdom of our architect of enough for this episode. If their story has inspired you to seek your own path to less consumption and more contentment, then please step off the treadmill with me. Let's learn from the architects of enough and discover together that for our planet, for our community, and for ourselves, peace is here. To follow my work, including the new book, Peace Stuff Enough, the entire Pedro the Water Dog Saves the Planet series, and the podcast archive, visit aviskalfsbeek.com. That's also where you can find the link to my current Kickstarter. Our music is Dalai Lama Riding a Bike by the talented Javier Peque Rodriguez. You can find links to his music on Spotify and Bandcamp in the show notes. Thank you again. Listen for the peace.